I am using this skull, metal skull. All right. I cut my mesh 10 inch. I cut the whole roll at 10 inches. Okay. 10-inch pieces. We're going to cut ribbon pieces at 14 inches. Now I've already started it because this is a very, very simple project, but you need 24 pieces at 14 inches. Okay. And that's it. You're going to preload your large board row. I'll flip the back. So preload row 2, 3, and 4, just your regular holes closed. Okay. Row 2, 3, and 4. So you got 16 on 2, 8 on 3, 8 on 4. We're not using any shared holes or anything. Okay. And then how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 8 more pieces of ribbon. So I'm going to pull out my measure buddy here. Yeah, 411 is information. So I pulled out my measure buddy to 14 inches. Oh my God, another thing is so exciting is we got the measure buddies are being professionally packaged. So they have the, I just approved the packaging design for them. So that's super exciting. So it's going to look so fabulous. So we need 8 pieces of 14-inch ribbon. Okay, so what you're going to do, you can use the clip if you want. You just slide the ribbon in the clip, or I don't even use the clip. I just use it my thumb. And you're going to wrap it around how many times you need. So this one piece right here is 14 inches. So we got 1, this is 2, 3, 4. So I need 8. So I'll cut 4 at a time. So you can cut it off. Now there is a slot down at the end of your measure buddy that you can put your scissors in to cut the ends off or cut through the ribbon. Okay, and but you can cut the other side, but I just fold it in half and make my dovetail. So I kind of skip a step. So if you want all your dovetailed edges exact same, you can put it down on your mat and measure out about 1 inch. Put your thumb on the inch and then cut from the folded edge to the outside corner. And then when you open it up, you have a nice V-shaped piece, okay? And then we're going to line up these ones. Normally I don't cut them anymore. I just fold it in half and, like I said, skip that step. So again, 1 inch, cut from the folded side to the outside corner, and then you have perfect dovetails. Okay. So we'll do that again. We need 4 more. This ribbon is so freaking cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the measure buddy does measure from 8 inches all the way up to 20 inches in 1 inch increments. So you don't have to have pieces of wood and cardboard and everything all over the place. You just need one little tool, and it's nice and lightweight, and it's made with recycled plastic. Doing our share in the environment. All right, so I have my ribbon cut. I have my mesh cut. Like I said, I cut the whole roll at 10 inches. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cable mount on the back of this skull. You do get a cable mount and a pipe cleaner. And I'm just going to peel the foam off. If I can. So you want to just peel the actual foam off of the cable mounts. So when you glue it on, you're gluing the actual plastic right to the metal and not the foam, because over time the foam will let loose. Easier said than done. Sometimes it comes off really easy. I'll try another corner. You just need to get a little bit of the corner pulled back. All right. There we go. This is the hardest one I've had in a long time. Yep, Halloween is not too popular. Well, I'm not a big Halloween fan, but I do like to, you know, put up a wreath. And this wreath is very simple to make, really cute, and it'll look nice on the door. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little bit of E6000, and I'm going to put a little bit of E6000 or Gorilla Glue or DAP or whatever you have. Oh, I haven't used this in a while. And I put a little bit of that on each edge and in the middle. Okay, it doesn't want to come out for me. This is going to be one of those lives, is it? Let me try the Gorilla Glue. This is just Gorilla Super Glue, the gel. All right, that works, I think. Okay, 2 for 2. There we go. So I do one side, the other side in the middle, and then I'll go in and do the top and bottom with some hot glue. So the hot glue will hold the cable mount in place temporarily until the Gorilla Glue or E6000 or whatever you're using cures, and it'll hold it on permanently. Okay, so I'm just going to set this to the side and let it dry. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my ribbons and I'm gonna fold them in half. So I like to get all my stuff prepared before I start putting together my wreaths. Oh, there's one with owls. Well, these have a haunted house, skulls, a bat, spider webs. It's pretty cool, but it's got all this silver glitter into it. And it's nice. It's really good ribbon because the glitter's not falling off or anything. So my shoulder, it's still giving me problems. I have a feeling I may have really done something to it, but nobody got time to go check it out yet. So I'm just living with it. All right. So I folded my ribbons in half. Actually, I'm going to take it one step further to make it even easier. I'm going to take my ribbons, open it up, and I'm going to scrunch right up the middle of my ribbon and fold it up. Just like that. Okay, and I'm going to do it to all of them. And because I'm right-handed, I'm going to put them to the right side of me. So we're just preparing all our stuff. Yeah, it is nice material. It really is. It's a good quality ribbon, this stuff. All right, I'm ready to go. I'm just going to put this to the side so it's easily accessible. And like I said, I've already started because it's very, very easy. And I didn't want to be here forever. So like I did, I preloaded row 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then on row 2, as you can see that zip lines are almost lined up here. Okay, so on row 3, there's a zip tie here. So what I did on row 2 is I skipped every zip tie and put just a piece of mesh, no ribbon. So this right here is going to get just a piece of mesh. That's it, because this one right here is going to get a piece of mesh and ribbon. So to keep the supplies, you know, down and at an affordable cost for the wreath, we're going to do every other just mesh. So this one's going to be just mesh. This one will be ribbon and mesh. This one will be just mesh. This one will be ribbon and mesh. Okay. And then on row 3 and row 4, all of row 3 and 4 will have mesh and a piece of ribbon. Okay. So I'll show you. Let's get started. All I'm doing is the kerfuffle. So you got your 10-inch piece. You have the curl side up, so it rocks back and forth. Your serged edge or your border stripe to the right and left of you. Okay. You're going to bring the bottom just up to around where you think the half mark is. You don't have to be precise. Bring the top right down over the bottom seam here. Okay, so it looks like an envelope, just like that. And we're just going to scrunch it up the middle or pleat it up the middle. Okay, and what we want to do is we don't want to see any frays or anything. So what you're going to do is flip it so the cut part is facing downwards. Okay, and then flip it up and make sure, you know, each side is around the same height. Okay, and you're going to take what I call the nub. I just made up a word. The nub, which is just the folded part in the center. You're just going to take that, put it into your zip tie. All right, just like that, and about a fingertip space, and do up the zip tie tight, just like that. So you got a little bit of a nub in your zip tie. Okay. So the next one is going to be a kerfuffle and a ribbon tail, and that's why I folded them already. So you're going bottom to the middle, and then the top just folded back down, just like that. Really easy. Give it a couple pinches or pleats up the center. Put the cut side down. Okay, you're going to put your nub in as well as a piece of ribbon. So we're going to put the folded part where the ribbon is in the zip tie as well, just like that, and about a fingertip again, and then just pull it tight. Okay, now, I'm not worrying about too much about pulling the ribbon tails out perfectly right now, because we're going to end up getting it smushed. We'll fix everything at the end. Okay, so the next one would be just a piece of mesh. I know. I'm still waiting for my lights to come in, guys. I've had them on back order for 7 months. They've been on back order. They are due to be in the first week of September. They keep promising me. We'll see. One of these lights is really, let me see if I can, really glaring. It's not that one. Hold on a second. It was that one. Nope. Usually I do overhead, but today I wanted to talk to you guys, so I went front facing. I still have to figure out all my I have all kinds of cameras here and I have to figure them out. Okay, so this next one will be a piece of mesh and a piece of ribbon. So I'll put that on top and then put the whole thing into the zip tie. There we go. So that is row 2. So it's ribbon, no ribbon, ribbon, no ribbon. But you just want to make sure you put the ribbon into the zip tie that's not directly across, because this one is going to have a ribbon. So it'll all lay over each other. Okay. Now we're going to cut the zip tie tails off. So get your little nipper things and you're just going to go around and cut these tails. So you get your wire nipper right down to the head of the zip tie. You can give it a little tug by just grasping onto the zip tie tail with the clipper and pull and then snip. Okay, and these are recyclable. So I have a little container, and once the container gets full, I dump them into the recycle bin. Okay, so we're done. That row 2. So there's 8 pieces of ribbon on row 2 and 16 pieces of mesh. We're going on row 3. We're doing exactly the same. But each piece on row 2 will get a ribbon. So you can fold it just like that. Grab a ribbon and then put this whole nub right into the zip tie. About a fingertip. And then pull it tight. And this is why I pre-did half of it, because it is very monotonous and not hard at all. There we go. And like I said, we'll fix all the ribbons once we've got everything in. But I think it looks pretty cool with the orange. Once we get the skull on, it's going to look super cool. Move this up a little bit better. There we go. Much better. Yeah, the kerfuffle is one of the easier petals or folds. Okay, clipping these off. And we're doing the same thing on row 4. No, this is the large board. This is the one everybody uses for the flowers, but you can make some pretty amazing wreaths on the large board as well. Especially these kind. These are so easy and they're so cool when they're done because it's different. Oh, and happy Doggy Day today, National Dog Day today. Yeah, my two have to say something. Of course, Skyer's down here with me. Skyer is always with me when I'm crafting. Oh, and hi, Lena. Funny story is my daughter went to what we have. It's called a peach festival up near Stony Creek. And, oh, hi, Lolly. She went to the peach festival and she was walking through the craft area and noticed all kinds of wreaths that look like mine. And so she went in and introduced herself, said, hi, my name is Kristen and my mom owns, the company of Unique in the Creek. So Lena was quite excited because Cree FaceTimed me, so I got to talk to Lena. So it was really cool, and her wreaths are gorgeous. She's going to make a killing at the the Peach Festival. Anyways, hi Lena. It was nice to meet you on FaceTime. Oh, and one more. I guess I counted wrong. I need one more ribbon tail. There's dinner in the microwave. Sorry guys, Lolly just got home from work. The mesh is 10 inches. I cut the whole roll at 10 inches. And the ribbon tails are 14 inches. So we have one more piece and we're done. So it's a pretty simple wreath, but it's going to look really spectacular. So I just grabbed the whole thing and I'm going to put the whole thing right into my zip tie. And that's why we preload the zip ties closed. So you can just, once you get all your supplies all ready to go, you just literally stick it all in. I am doing the kerfuffle. I am. It's a really easy petal without having to do a lot of work and wood burning and stuff. And you don't see any frays. Alrighty. So I do have extra mesh left over. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So what I'm not gonna waste these 4 pieces. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in row 5, and it's going to help lift the skull up in the center of the wreath. Okay, so if you don't know how to load a board, we are going to do row 5, the normal holes. So 1 hole, or 1 set of 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do 4. And I'm going to leave them open, and I'm just going to do a simple ruffle. Like I said, you're really not going to see too much of this. It's just going to help lift our sign up. You can still do a kerfuffle if you want. But we don't want to waste anything. You sure you can do, well, you got to be careful because we're using a lot of ribbon in here, and that's what I have left over. So I wouldn't do, I would maybe do 15 inches if you need to be bigger, but you really don't need it bigger because like I don't have these pulled out. Once I pull it all out, you'll see how full it is. And this mesh that I'm putting in right now, you won't even see. Oh, how many are going to be team? Tell me in the comments. Are you team Tanya or team Tina? Team Tanya for tomorrow's night's challenge or team Tina? I can't vote on either because they both work for me. So. Oh, nobody's going to say. Okay, you know what? You guys don't have to say. I don't want to. I'm not going to gaslight anybody. All right, so I used up the extra mesh that was left over. Yeah, just after I thought about it, it's like, they like both. I best not get them. I know, right? Yeah, don't pick. And it's all for fun. It's not like a contest or anything. And it's just, especially Tanya's being a good spirit. Well, Tina too, because Tina is like, Tina don't do lives. Tanya's been live a few times. She just went live in the VIP group the other day talking about YouTube and stuff. So, but Tina, she's not a live girl. So kudos to her for playing along and being a good sport. Team T. Yeah, there you go. All right. So now we're going to put our skeleton head on. Oh, look how cool that's going to look. Isn't that going to look fabulous? It's very simplistic, but very cool. All right, let me put my hanging hole. So at the top on row 1, it's weird having the camera. There is 2 holes there. They're for your hangers. And your hanging hole, you're just going to go down and back up with a zip tie to make a hanger. I love my table apron. That's not what it's called, but my over-the-top thingy. I got to talk to Jackie. I still cannot remember the name of that. Float in the dark, right? There's so many things you can do with this. All right, so my top is right here. So the hardest part is putting the pipe cleaner down the holes. So on the large board, there is 2 holes right in the center here. All we're going to do is, with our pipe cleaners, go down 1 hole, down the other hole, and twist it in the back. Now I just have to dig through and find the holes. I have mesh going every which way. There they are. So lift your board up a little bit so when you're putting the pipe cleaner through the hole, it's not hitting your table. All right, I got it on. That was easy. So we're just doing it right in the center. So I don't want to tug too much, even though I've hot glued it. I don't want to pull it. Perfect. So now I'm just going to go back down and make my back nice and clean. And what do you do if you're selling this? You put your sticker and your business card on the back, put it over the Unique in the Creek thing. I don't care. But if you're selling it at a craft show or whatever, make sure the person knows where they bought it from so they can come to you for their Christmas one. All right, and now the wonderful job of fixing and pulling out your ribbon tails. There we go. It is super cool. And I'm not even a big Halloween fan, but something like this, super easy, makes the neighborhood think, okay, these people are okay. They still participate in a little bit of Halloween, because you don't want to be those people in the neighborhood. I am those people in the neighborhood. I sometimes shut my lights off before I run out of candy. Anyway, so you're going to go around and then you're going to fix your tails. Make sure they're all pulled out nicely. You took all that time to put them in. Make sure they're pulled out and nicely placed. And that's it. That's it. That's all you had to do. Very simple, cute, fun Halloween wreath. I'll fix the rest. I usually do it all again right before I'm going to take a photo. But let me move this up. Hold on. Watch your eyes. Watch your eyes. How can you watch your eyes? I say that to Dave all the time. When I go to turn on my side light and we're watching TV, I always say to him, watch your eyes. And he's like, how can you watch your eyes? Oh, that sounds cool. It's just, I just meant like close your eyes because it's going to hurt your eyeballs.
It makes sense.
You know. Anyways, there we go. So we're going to just turn it. There we go. Isn't it cool? It's Halloweeny. It's Halloweeny. I have to fix the tails and everything. Yes, black and white mesh would have been cool for a really monochromatic one. But I used the orange just to give it a little bit of Halloween and make sure that skull pops right in the center. But there you go. Pretty easy, right? So you can do a style like this with like an 8-inch sign in different colored mesh. So here's one like it's just kerfuffles, just like I did, right? And I just have an 8-inch sign in the center, and I got yellow fabric mesh, orange fabric mesh, white fabric mesh, and this one's old. This one's like 3 or 4 years old, but it's one of my faves. So it looks like a candy corn. So you can, you know, play around. You don't have to add ribbons. Look how cute this looks without even ribbons. Because honestly, I sell ribbons, but I can't stand them. Every time I come up to my door, I have to fix the damn loops before I walk into the house. Who else can relate? Like, seriously. All the time, every single time. That's why most times I love just to have a flower on my front door, because there's no fixing the ribbon tails and all that stuff. When you're using, when you're a crafter, you have to fix the loops, right? So, and then, or you can get like this style where you can put even more ribbons. And this is a 10-inch sign. Still the same idea, kerfuffles and 2 different ribbons. So they're a lot of fun to make.